The Indiana Fever have garnered commendations from ESPN for their successful offseason strategies as they gear up for the 2025 WNBA season. After a promising run that marked their return to the playoffs for the first time since 2016, the team's management has actively sought to enhance a competitive roster. Significant acquisitions include all-star forwards wnba and Natasha Howard, who contribute substantial experience and proficiency to the squad. Furthermore, Indiana executed a trade for sharpshooter Sophie Cunningham and secured backup point guard Sydney Colson, thus augmenting their depth and adaptability. These strategic additions are intended to support the returning key players, including Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark, who recorded impressive statistics during her inaugural season. With a projected starting lineup that includes Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Alia Boston, the Fever are positioned to elevate their performance at both ends of the court. The evaluations of Indiana's off-season initiatives received a favorable rating, attributable to the noticeable improvements within the team. This was reflected in an assessment conducted by Michael Vopel and Alexa Philippou for ESPN. The Fever, who concluded last season with a 20-20 record, recognized the necessity for greater experience on the wing and in the post position, which they addressed by acquiring free agents Bonner and Howard. Cunningham was acquired through a trade that involved sending Nalissa Smith, who had spent her initial 3 seasons with the Fever, to Dallas. Mitchell, while not a new addition, is returning for her 8th season with Indiana, after being designated as a core player in free agency. The outcome is a team anticipated to demonstrate enhanced defensive capabilities compared to the previous season and effectively transition the ball, with Clark serving as the point guard. As Indiana seeks to build upon their recent achievements, their off-season actions have attracted considerable interest from both analysts and supporters. The synergy of youthful talent with experienced veterans fosters a dynamic atmosphere that could elevate the team towards championship aspirations. The front office's dedication to fortifying the roster signifies a clear trajectory for the future. Indiana's off-season endeavors have established an optimistic outlook for the forthcoming season. With heightened expectations and a bolstered roster, the team aims to make a considerable impact within the WNBA, showcasing their advancements and their ambitions for success. Caitlin Clark is intrinsically associated with the number 922. However, an unusual regulation prohibited the WNBA superstar from wearing this jersey number during her high school years. Clark exited college as the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history. Drafted as the number 1 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark excelled on the court, concluding her initial season as the WNBA Rookie of the Year by averaging 19, 2 points, 5, 7 rebounds, and a league-leading 8. 4 assists per game while establishing multiple records, including the single-game assist record at 19. Clark guided the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016 and is at the forefront of a women's sports revolution. Her association with the number 22 stems from her outstanding performance for Iowa and her exceptional rookie year in the professional league, characterized by having this number on her jersey. Why number 22? Clark acknowledged that she is honestly not a very creative person when it comes to selecting her jersey number. She was born on January 22, 2002, and since the age of 5, the 23-year-old has maintained her birthday-associated number. Notably, Clark was actually denied the number 22 during her 4-year tenure at Downing Catholic High School. Instead, she established her reputation on the circuit while wearing a different number. Downing Catholic prohibited players from using even numbers, compelling Clark to modify her familiar digits and don the number 11 throughout her high school career. Nonetheless, she consistently wore number 22 while starring for the Iowa Attack AAU program, and her outstanding performances propelled Clark to number 4 in ESPN's class of 2020 recruiting rankings. Upon choosing to join the Hawkeyes, Clark adopted the number 22 jersey, which has significant historical roots in Iowa. Kathleen Doyle, who graduated before Clark's freshman season, averaged 18 points and 6 assists during her senior year, leading Iowa to its first Elite Eight appearance since 1993, while Samantha Logic was selected 10th in the WNBA draft. However, Clark quickly eclipsed all of them. She broke the all-time NCAA scoring record for both men and women, guiding the Hawkeyes to consecutive national championship appearances while also becoming the sole player in NCAA Division basketball history across both men's and women's competitions to lead her conference in scoring and assists for 4 successive seasons. Consequently, Iowa retired her legendary number 22 jersey. Words cannot convey my appreciation for my teammates, coaches, fans, and our university, Clark stated on social media upon her jersey's retirement on February 2nd. Thank you for making my dreams come true. Wearing Iowa across my chest for the past 4 years has been a privilege. This place will always be home. The Indiana Fever's offseason enhancements. The Indiana Fever significantly strengthened their roster for the 2025 season during this offseason. One of their most significant actions was the acquisition of longtime WNBA star DeWanna Bonner through free agency, which addresses a positional gap for the Fever, while also introducing a 2-time WNBA champion and experienced leader into their team environment. Following Bonner's signing, she shared an X post stating, "Y'all, I don't get on here often because this app can be overwhelmingly excessive at times. I just want to express my gratitude for the love I've received thus far. It is definitely not unnoticed. The love is genuine. Thank you." The Indiana Fever had an exceptionally productive offseason and free agency period. In addition to retaining Kelsey Mitchell, they successfully signed players such as DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, Sydney Colson, and Brianna Turner through free agency, as well as acquiring Sophie Cunningham and Jaylen Brown via trade. While the Fever experienced the loss of significant players such as Nalissa Smith and Katie Lou Samuelson, it is evident that they have markedly enhanced their roster in support of their core players, Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. Furthermore, Indiana has made substantial strides in its offensive capabilities. Indeed, the Fever exhibited their revamped roster on Thursday, highlighting that they now boast 5 players who ranked in the top 30 for scoring during the previous season. This heartfelt expression reflects her gratitude towards the fans who have remained loyal to her throughout her 15 seasons in the WNBA. However, with her current association with the league's most popular franchise, it is anticipated that this fanbase will expand significantly. Bonner participated in a one-on-one interview with Pat Boylan on February 10th, where she addressed various elements of her free agency decision. At one moment in the discussion, she articulated a compelling opinion regarding her new fan base. "I am delighted to still be involved and appreciative that I am valued by different organizations and have had the opportunity for free agency that I experienced," Bonner stated, according to a post from the Fever's X account. "I am joining one of the most esteemed fan bases globally, and I feel honored to be part of that," she added. According to the team, Clark and Mitchell ranked 7th and 8th respectively in the scoring leaderboard for 2024, each averaging 19.2 points per game, while Howard secured the 13th position with an average of 17.6 points per game. DeWanna Bonner, 15.0 points, and Aaliyah Boston, 14.0 points, were placed 22nd and 28th, respectively. As expected, this garnered excitement among fans, with numerous individuals highlighting the potential potency of Caitlin Clark and her teammates in the upcoming 2025 season. "Starting 5 lethal," remarked a commenter. Another individual stated, "Fever is going to be enjoyable to watch." "I foresee a WNBA title approaching soon. I have a fever," shared a fan. One follower echoed similar enthusiasm by stating, "I hear a championship calling." A fifth commenter declared, "Fever's going to be hot. Having the starting 5 all in the top 30 is remarkable. Additionally, this team is poised to be excellent defensively," a social media user commented. Veteran sports analyst Skip Bayless delivered an impassioned monologue, transitioning from his admiration for the 2025 NBA Slam Dunk champion Mac McClung to lauding white athletes in general, including Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark and Philadelphia Eagles cornerback Cooper DeJean. On his own Skip Bayless show, the 73-year-old stated, "While I have consistently recognized the dominance of the black athlete, I believe it is now imperative to acknowledge some white athletes who are redefining expectations." He commenced with McClung, asserting that the little white guy is not receiving nearly the respect he rightly deserves. The Orlando Magic G League player has secured 3 consecutive dunk contest titles. Mac McClung can skywalk. He can perform power slams. He possesses Jordan-esque hang time, Bayless elaborated. Bayless, who achieved recognition alongside Stephen A. Smith on ESPN's First Take, before making a shift to FS1's Undisputed in 2016 with Shannon Sharpe, also mentioned Clark during his discussion.